playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Hobbs Farm, and pretty much picking up where we left off here last episode. I did try a couple more times to create a Courseplay course that would do what I'm doing right here, and that is unload sugar beets alongside the field. Very unsuccessful in doing so far, so not exactly sure what it takes to get Courseplay to do this, or maybe it's not even possible. I'm actually not entirely sure on that. I thought it was possible, but maybe it's not. So anyway, we are back to harvesting sugar beets again here this episode. Just getting started here. And as you can see, the harvesters are all full. And unload here. Still have silage being sold yet as well to Aaron's compost. And we'll have to probably keep an eye on that every now and then. Again, the conveyor belts like to move around, and next thing you know, they're not doing their job anymore. And I know several people had suggested leaving them disconnected. I had that initially. I had them all disconnected and was having just as much trouble. So having them connected, I don't think has anything to do with it. Oh, I need to start the engine here first. There we go. Yeah, we're just unloading here again, like I said, alongside the field here. This is obviously what I want Courseplay to do, and maybe once we get these harvesters unloaded here, maybe we'll give it another try or two. You know, a couple more ideas maybe we can try here, but yeah, for the most part, I have not been able to get it to work. Not entirely sure what it takes, and again, like I said, maybe it's not even possible. You know, it still seems like a Courseplay should be able to do the... You know, when you start coarser corn here and tell it to, you know, unload here, it should unload. Why it's not doing that, I don't quite understand. Oh, we stopped. Okay. I was saying, nothing's happening. So the idea here is I kind of want a big old pile of sugar beets alongside the edge of this field here, because that's what I'm kind of trying to go for. And that'll give us a excuse to use the Terra Phyllis thingamajig over here. This thingamajig. So I guess for the moment we're running the, I don't know, what do you call it, a grain cart when you're doing sugar beets? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what you would call this with sugar beets. Maybe we call it an overloader now. That's always something we've had fun with in the comments before, is debating on what you call a grain cart. It goes by, you know, several different names here in the game, it seems like. And depending on where you live as well, you got different names for it. At least where I live, they're typically known as grain carts. So the thingamabob attached to the tractor over there, that green and blue stripe on it, that would be a grain cart where I live. The category here in the game, I think it calls it auger wagons, if I remember correctly. Yes, auger wagons here in the game. I suspect our conveyor belts have quit working on us here. And then, of course, Courseplay likes to call them overloaders. This, I don't think you could call this an auger, because there's no auger, and this is more of a belt unloader. Oh, we got one that's working yet. Okay. And I just got them going here again before I started recording. All three of them were working. What's wrong with this one? It's actually probably getting a little too far away. That might help as well if you raise that end up. That end is stuck in the ground. Somebody did suggest, and I thought about doing this as well, why don't you just use all the big conveyor belts here? You know, just line them up along here. And that actually might work better than these. I think these are called the transfer conveyor belts or something like that. It's these transfer ones that seem to be giving me all the trouble. They're just like constantly moving around for some reason. Somebody did suggest, too, setting the speed at 0. I don't know if that would make a difference or not. It shouldn't, because they shouldn't be moving anywhere anyway, so... Anyway, we got 2 of them. I think this one's probably... Oh, that should be close enough. Why isn't this one working? Actually, it's not really that one's fault. It's the end one fault here. Not entirely sure why it cannot pick up that silage, unless there's... So it's picking up from back here. I wonder if we got another issue here. You notice we got some silage along here. It cannot seem to pick this up for some reason. And I haven't tried getting a loader in here yet. Do I have the bucket? I do have the silage fork on there, so I could try it. Even if the silage fork will pick this up. Must be something wrong with this part of the bunker here, though. I wonder if we got the same thing happening here as well. For some reason, again, the conveyor belt appears to not be able to pick this up. Anyway, try not to worry about that this episode. We'll just keep an eye on it and try to keep the conveyor belts that are working going as much as possible. Mainly want to focus on the sugar beet harvest here this episode. Oh, that was weird with a pipe there. Not sure what was up with that. Oh, it looks like the other harvester's almost full already as well. Yeah, I kind of tried a couple of you folks' suggestions as well for trying Courseplay courses to get Courseplay to unload the sugar beets along the edge of the field there. Again, couldn't really seem to get anything to work. I know somebody said, you know, try the combi unload mode. That one kind of made sense to me, but if you do that, it says the wrong trailer type, so it might simply just not work with this particular Homer. I don't know if that's the issue. The whole issue here might just be the Homer with this overloader on it. Courseplay just does not like this. That might be the whole issue here. I'm not sure. Although in theory, it seems like it should work because it's all standard controls. And it is, as far as I know, this is a mod made by Giants. Okay, there we go. Could be a pretty big pile of sugar beets, hopefully, by the time we're done harvesting here. Anyway, we'll read some comments here in a moment. Cody was asking, what map are you going to be doing next? Let's see, he was asking on the multiplayer, so I'm assuming you're asking what multiplayer map next. We have not decided on another map for multiplayer yet. We did mention we do want to try doing the Seasons mod on multiplayer. I know initially we said, maybe we better not do that, but now we actually want to try it, so we're probably going to be looking at a map that has, hopefully, the Seasons mod built into it. I've heard that's the best way to go, at least when you're first doing it anyway. We actually have a map that actually has the Seasons mod and its functionality built into it. In theory, it'll work on any map, but the best experience is apparently if you have a map that actually is built for it. So next map might be one with a Seasons mod on it. We're still kind of debating on that one yet, I guess. But short answer, no, we have not decided on another map yet. And as far as next map after Hobbs Farm, I have not decided on that yet either. I kind of wait until I'm, within a couple of episodes of being done here, which we probably are pretty close here. Again, like I mentioned, folks, I want to sell all the silage that's in the pit there. So that's the end goal. And then somebody wanted to see a big harvest on field 13, so we're going to try to squeeze that in yet as well. Farming Gamer was saying PC Master Race. Not trying to offend any of the console players here, but to some extent that is kind of true. I mean, the PC pretty much beats the consoles. At least if you have a good PC anyway. You know, mod-wise, graphics-wise, it pretty much trumps the consoles. Sorry for your console users, but it's kind of true. Not that there's anything wrong with the consoles, it's just PC, I still would argue, is better. You know, the PC just gives you so many more options and what you can do with a PC versus a console. You know, consoles are pretty much designed for gaming. Well, and entertainment purposes, let's put it that way. Obviously, you can watch movies now on them and play games, etc. Jake was saying you have magical sheep. And a great video. Thank you very much for that. Yes, the sheep there on county lines appear to be a bit magical for some reason. Nathaniel was saying, a great video. Thank you very much for that. Tomar was asking, what is the grain bin mod called? The grain bin mod we're using on the multiplayer server, we got two different ones. We got the Silo King. That's the one we have by the pigs there for storing all the pig-related items. And then on the main farm there for storing our crops, we got what's called the Art Mechanic. I don't know why it is called the Art Mechanic, but that is what it's called. And it's simply just a silo bin mod. The Art Mechanic, I believe, holds 5 million liters of everything. And I'm not entirely sure right off the top of my head what the Silo King holds. I really don't actually know on that one. Ashley was saying, use the hired workers. Don't use GPS as much. Again, on the multiplayer server, we typically try to do the work ourselves. I mean, obviously, it doesn't always happen. Let's see. We need to unload this one next, actually. Obviously, it doesn't always happen where we're doing it ourselves, but we do typically try to do the work on the multiplayer server ourselves. Obviously, a single player here, I rely quite heavily on hired workers and Courseplay. Fortunately, in this case with the Sugarbeets, I can't quite rely on Courseplay, but unless, of course, I wanted to empty into the silo, which, to be honest, would probably be the better option anyway, but then we don't have an excuse to use the Terrafellis there. You know, if we just put the Sugarbeet straight into the silo, there's no reason to use it. And obviously, of course, we can get that to work with Courseplay. In fact, I've done that in the past quite a few times, so nothing complicated there. Now, maybe just for the fun of it here, we should see once if we can get Courseplay with the improper grain cart. And by improper grain cart, I mean that Bergman overloader we have to work with a Courseplay course. Just to see once if it's the Homer's fault here. I'm kind of curious here, again, like I said, why this isn't exactly working, because it seems like it should be. So yeah, let's see if this will unload on the ground like we want it to with Courseplay. Speaking of which, the conveyor belt's not working over here again. Yeah, like I was saying, these conveyor belts, I know somebody said you should do a high-speed video of this, and I want to do one, but a high-speed video of me just dinking with the conveyor belts here doesn't seem like a very entertaining thing to do, so... Oh, you know what? Maybe they actually... Now, this one is... What's wrong with this one? Oh. That's interesting. Now, we can adjust that slightly here. Try to nudge it just a little bit. There we go. I think all the moving stuff around here has got these two outer ones kind of out of line a little bit. Maybe even the center one. The center one actually looks pretty good. I think this one's all the way out, though, so not much I can do about that. Again, we need to get another set of conveyor belts in here. And I might try what somebody suggested, get a couple more of the big ones here. It doesn't seem like these big ones I'm having an issue with, other than the fact that the transfer ones here are causing them to move around. The big ones, though, are probably quite a bit more expensive, aren't they? Oh, actually not that bad. 12,000 versus 8,000? Yeah, that's not that bad. Not going to complain about that price difference. And let's pop open Courseplay here, unload whatever course that is. That's loaded. Tiffany was asking, how do you get Courseplay? And for that, I do have a link in my mod list there. I think it's actually the very first one. So if you go look in the description there of this video, there is a mod list. And I think it's, like I said, again, the very first one on the mod list there is for Courseplay. It's the GitHub website there. And again, as far as I know, that is the only official Courseplay out there. You can get Courseplay on some of the other mod websites, but that would not be official as far as I know. Okay, start course recording. And we'll just create an unload. That unload point here. Maybe we'll set it a little bit further forward because it's kind of already getting a little full here. So we'll set an unload point there. And just for the fun of it, put a waiting point in here. That way I can try both the overload and the combi unload courses. We'll see once if... actually, the combi probably will not work, but we'll try it anyway. Stop. Let's put you in that mode. No, let's put you in this mode. Try this one first. Save pipe position, go. Because this would be the official mode to use here. Interesting that it's not finding a harvester. You should find one relatively quickly here. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that took so long. I think he's going to go unload that one, so I'll unload the one that's right next to us here. William was asking, for Hobbs Farm, can you get a John Deere 4045? I do not have a John Deere 4045 mod. The answer to that, unfortunately, is no. I cannot get one. On YouTube was saying, haha, Illuminati sheep. That could be. Cannon was asking, what do you make your thumbnails with? Thumbnails for my video, I actually use Microsoft PowerPoint. I know maybe a bit of an unusual program to use, but it actually, I find works pretty good. Does a very quick job of it. Pretty much just switch out the background, change out the title, and save it as a image, and you're good to go. Jeffrey was saying, yes, I may have forgotten to mention we have magical sheep. Probably actually going to take a little bit to fill that grain cart up. I think the Bergman holds 80,000. And by the way, in real life, I'm sure you could probably put Sugarbeets in that grain cart if you want to. Are we doing circles over there? It looks like we are. I love Courseplay's crop circles. Oh, maybe we're good. No, we are good. Okay. Looked like he was doing circles over here. Or maybe he was doing circles and heard I was coming over to check on him and decided to start behaving, maybe. Anyway. Yes, like I was about to say there, I guess you could technically put Sugarbeets in a grain cart like this, but unloading them with an auger here, I'm thinking you might end up with some slicing and dicing, I'm assuming. If it would even unload them. I'm actually not even sure if it would or not. I would have to think it would, but like I said, it'd probably result in some slicing and dicing. You know what, we're just going to tell you to drive the course, because I want to see if this is going to work or not. Fresh Pank was saying, why don't we have John Deere tractors on the console? You do not have John Deere tractors on the console because Giants does not have a license from John Deere to make or allow John Deere mods on the console. Or in the game, for that matter. For those of you not familiar with how it works, Giants has to have a license from the company. Let's just pick New Holland, for example. Giants has to have a license from New Holland to be able to put New Holland equipment in the game here. So New Holland tractors, New Holland sprayer, combines, etc. Giants actually has to have a license from them to be able to put them in the game. And Giants does not have a license from John Deere to do so. So no official John Deere tractors in the game. And because of such, they cannot have John Deere tractors on the console. Now, we can on the PC because, again, they're not made by Giants. Mod authors are making them. I do question how, or what the legality of it is. I do wonder about that sometimes. But mod authors can obviously do it. And they do. And you have to say, they do make some really nice mods of them. Take, for example, the John Deere 8370 here. From the 8R USA pack. He is just going to drive right on past that unload point, isn't he? That's the part I don't understand. Courseplay. There's an unload here point. What is he doing? Course continues straight on. I have no idea what he's doing. No clue. Matt was saying you'll have less of a problem if you use the stacking conveyors instead of the transfer ones. Just from my personal testing. And I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. They're using this conveyor belt here instead of these transfer conveyor belts. Okay, one last thing we can try here. I don't think this is going to work. Probably going to tell me the wrong trailer type for this mode, which is the same thing it tells me for the Homer as well, by the way. Oh, maybe it will. It actually will let me run the course. Okay. I didn't think it would let me run the course in that mode with an overloader like this. Let's see if it unloads here now. Oh. Open it up. Hey, look at that. It does unload here. It's the wrong mode, but it does work. Now, the question is, what's it going to do when this spot is full? That's what I'm wondering about. Guess we'll have to get some more sugar beets to find out, won't we? Maybe just stay out of the way here for a moment. Let Courseplay handle that. Let's go check on the conveyor belts down here. Probably being a bit dirt. Oh, we got one that's working yet. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why it's not picking this up here, or even that, for that matter. Must be a problem with the bunker here, I'm assuming. I think we are stretched pretty much all the way out here. Probably be a little better if we were straight, but minor details, right? So, we maybe want to buy a couple more of these. Nice thing about these, at least, too, you can actually move these around a little bit easier. You know, so if they do get out of a line, at least a little bit easier to fix them. Nope, I did not mean to tab to them. I want to reset them. Okay, we'll still have to get a tractor to tow them down there at some point. We can probably start on that, I guess. And you know what? It occurs to me, you know, seeing as how we're doing pretty good on money, let's maybe buy a nice quick tractor we can tow these down here with. Okay, where is it here? No, I wasn't thinking a fast track. Yes, the Voltra T340 edition here. Let's go ahead and buy that. This isn't exactly what you call a field tractor. We have used it on the multiplayer server a few times, though. You know what, let's reset it as well. Yeah, let's reset it. We'll take the delivery fee. Oh, hey, look at that. It actually pivots on this this tractor. It must be the wrong hitch type on all the other tractors I've used so far for hauling these conveyor belts. That is what somebody left in the comments. It's using, I think they said the high hitch. Or it's supposed to use the high hitch, and it's using the other one or something like that. And that's the reason it's not pivoting. Hang on, boys. We're going. I didn't even see the speed there. Looks like probably about 60 miles an hour on the tractor here. Easy on the turns. Matthew was asking, where did you get the grain silos from? I don't actually know where the grain silos came from. Again, that's another mod that was acquired through the multiplayer servers. So somebody else got that mod, and I do not have a link or know where it came from, unfortunately. Oh, I did not want to connect. I want to disconnect all these. That's another fun part here, trying to figure out what everything's actually connected to. Okay, let's see what's here. Fold this in. Peterbilt's in traffic. Oh, the belt's in the way. It shouldn't matter. He's still filling up, so at least I'm assuming that's the Peterbilt that's in traffic. Maybe not. And we'll still need the end piece there yet. Assuming one of these longer one, or not, it's not really longer, I guess. One of these other type of conveyor belts here will probably be about the same length, I'm assuming. Maybe not. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, you're not going to move. You're not on? No, I guess not. I thought I turned it on. It's going to be kind of annoying if that doesn't actually disappear. I'm going to have to kind of move over a little bit more then. Oh, get rid of Courseplay here. No help in this case. Send that out as far as it'll go. Probably raise it up just a little bit. Well, I think this actually reaches farther than the transfer ones. I could be wrong on that, but no, I think I'm going to have to move this over here because I'm going to have to get the other one in there. And with that silage in the way, that's not going to work. Okay, let's grab another conveyor belt here. And yes, I know it's close to actually past the wrapping up point here for what I normally do for a video. Let's see if I can get this to work here a moment. And why is Courseplay not unloading my harvesters? Oh, he's probably sitting at the waiting point there. That's why. Derp. Okay. Interesting how it still leaves the wrong tire tracks. I just noticed that. Folks notice what kind of tire tracks it's leaving versus the tires it actually has on it. That's kind of funny. Put on brakes. Oh, he's in traffic. You know, sometimes there's an easy way of fixing that. A little bump on the back and you'll get past that. No, we can't hit the tractor hard enough with this little one, can we? Okay. Yeah, just gotta drive up a little farther once he gets past the collision point there, and he should be good to go. Okay, we'll get this one folded out here as well. Actually, really nothing to fold out, just the mouse control here. The conveyor belt all extended out like. Okay. Can I do this? Yeah, I can. Okay, nice. Pipe cam here from drive control. Lets me see the end of the belt here. Actually, is it built in? It's actually built in too, I guess. We're probably about in there somewhere. We could probably lower it down just a little bit more. And this one here, we could pretty much just shrink it right up. So yeah, these are actually much longer than the transfer ones. I did not realize that. That'll actually make it a little bit easier here. Assuming this will work anyway. We'll find out. There we go. On to that one. And we'll figure out if we got the other one in the right spot here. And we'll figure out if these stay put more than the other ones do. Obviously, these cannot be connected to... no, yeah, they cannot be connected together. Oh, good. It's actually taken from the silage here, it looks like, too. Good. I was going to say, I hate to see another section here that won't unload. That would not be cool. What is this over here? I don't remember seeing that there before. Whatever. Oh, what in the world? Yeah, see what I mean, folks? These conveyor belts are moving. And it looks like, don't think it's actually this one that's moving. It's these that are moving that's causing this one here to move. You can see him moved out of the way. And there's a reason this tractor's here. This isn't the first time I've had to do this. There we go. Anyway, before we wrap up the episode is... Overloader. Oh, he's going to unload right now. So we're going to find out what this works. And then we'll wrap up the episode here. Again, like I said, I know we're getting a little bit longer than I normally do. We'll read a couple comments here while we're waiting. Austin was saying there's a modded Sugarbeet header with a 12-row header. Well, like I've said before, I try to keep my equipment real. But we probably won't be using any 12-row Sugarbeet harvesting header. Aaron was saying, great video. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, like I said, I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Okay, yeah, he's just unfortunately going to get stuck there, not be able to unload any further, is he? I was hoping Courseplay would continue driving. Doesn't look like he's going to. Oh, well. Anyway, folks, like I said, time to wrap up the episode here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.